Celebrating 90 years of broadcasting, this is Midwestern Ontario's most trusted source for news, CKNX.
Good evening, I'm Ryan Drury. It's 25 degrees at 5 o'clock. This is a CKNX News Update brought to you by Durer Floor Coverings in Hanover South End Business Park and online at DurerFloorCoverings.com. A two-vehicle collision was causing traffic delays north of Belgrade this afternoon. 2 fire trucks and 1 ambulance responded with OPP on London Road. The road has now been reopened. Still no word on injuries at this point. It appears that none of the 16 people believed to be aboard has survived a hot air balloon crash in central Texas. The Federal Aviation Administration says the craft caught fire before crashing into a pasture near Lockhart, Texas. The Caldwell County Sheriff's Office says investigators are determining the number of victims and their identities. A traffic pileup in New Brunswick involving an RV has killed 1 man and injured 9 others who are members of various bike gangs, including the Hells Angels. The dead victim was a 51-year-old man. The injured are 8 men and 1 woman. Police say there was a domino effect when the bikers tried to pass the RV that was turning into a campground. Canadian law enforcement could be affected by a judge's decision yesterday to free 2 people found guilty of terrorism in BC because they were entrapped by RCMP. Michael Vaughan of the BC Civil Liberties Association says police should reconsider their anti-terrorism tactics. The Crown is appealing the ruling, but John Nuttall and Amanda Carodi say they just want to be left in peace. The 2 were urged by an undercover officer to plant bombs at the BC legislature in 2013. Saskatchewan's third largest city should have alternate sources of water this weekend to help deal with an oil spill from a pipeline owned by Husky Energy. Prince Albert shut down its intake from the North Saskatchewan River on Monday. City crews have set up pumps and run hoses to tap the South Saskatchewan River and the Little Red River. The Canadian Armed Forces is looking at ways to improve its policy for roughly 200 transgender personnel. Military officials are reviewing the current policy, which came into effect in February 2012. Master Corporal Natalie Murray, who runs 2 Facebook sites for transgender military personnel in Canada, says despite largely positive reviews, she still hears stories of discrimination and inappropriate behavior. The conflict between religious freedom and gay rights has a new battleground: California's religious colleges and universities. A bill moving through the legislature would remove a long-standing exemption from anti-discrimination laws for religious institutions. That could allow LGBT students and employees to launch civil actions. A stuntman plans to step out of a plane at 25,000 feet without a parachute today. Luke Akins has made more than 18,000 jumps, trained elite skydivers, and performed stunts for Iron Man 3 and other movies. He plans to land in a trawler-like fishing net about a third of the size of a football field and 20 stories above the ground near Los Angeles, making him the first skydiver to go from plane to planet Earth without a parachute or wingsuit. His jump is being broadcast live on Fox TV at 8 o'clock Eastern tonight. Jays and Orioles went head-to-head again today. Details coming up in sports.
This summer, the biggest horror of all isn't even a movie. It's a highly destructive insect that threatens to devastate the ash tree population. The emerald ash borer is here, and it's hitching a ride in your firewood. So what can you do? Don't move firewood. Buy your firewood where you burn it. One single piece of firewood can destroy millions of trees. So don't move firewood. The ash you save may be your own. This message brought to you by the Emerald Ash Borer Working Group.
In sports, Jays and Orioles today starting at 107 live on CKNX. Jay Happ starting against Yvonne Gallardo. Jays cruise to a 9-1 win and move past the Orioles into first place in the AL East. The Rogers Cup semifinals are today starting at 3. Stan Wawrinka versus Kei Nishikori. And at 8 o'clock, world number 1 Novak Djokovic takes on Gael Monfils, who downed Milos Raonic in the quarters. Game 4 of the semifinal series between the Owen Sound North Stars Senior B lacrosse team and the Brooklyn Merchants is tonight at 7 at the Bayshore in Owen Sound. Brooklyn can clinch the series tonight as they lead 2-1. The entire Russian weightlifting team has been banned from the Olympics for what the International Federation calls, quote, extremely shocking doping results that have seriously damaged the integrity of the sport. The 8 spots that would have gone to the Russians will now be offered to other countries. More than 100 Russian athletes, including the entire track and field team, have been barred from competing in the Games. The 15th annual Dream of Glory Trot returns to the Hanover Raceway tonight. General Manager Gord Dugan calls the race one of the toughest Dream of Glory finals to handicap because one of the favorites drew the outside and will have a tougher time getting to the front. But Dugan says there's also a beef barbecue, live band, and fireworks.
a jam-packed night of entertainment, and people won't want to miss it. The fireworks are spectacular, and the racing is going to be our best yet this year.
The doors are opening right now, and the post time is 6:15 p.m. For local breaking news, follow CKNX News on Twitter. The weather is next.
For more than just bragging rights with friends and family,
try the Sports Pick'em Baseball Pool.
A great way to predict the winners of upcoming games. If you're the weekly Pick'em winner, you'll win a $25 Tim Hortons gift card. It's easy. Head to CKNX.ca, log in, and choose wisely.
Come back weekly to see if you're the champ.
Sports Pick'em is brought to you by B&K Tire and Battery in Broadhagen, your Cub Cadet Lawn and Garden dealer in Broadhagen, and CKNX.
Tonight, isolated showers, a low of 16. Tomorrow, cloudy with isolated showers, a high of 25. Monday, sunny, a high of 27. Tuesday, sunny, a high of 30. It's 25 degrees. I'm Ryan Drury.
CKNX News, a division of Blackburn News.